What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Team of the Season, Henrique. He is the first League On player we have packed untradeable, so absolutely fantastic for him. Obviously we did get him on the mobile app, otherwise I would be spitting feathers with that Brazilian flag. Obviously it's going to be a big one. Him, Paqueta and Marquinhos all being the Brazilian flags, compared to obviously what we all want in that 10.5 million Neymar. But Henrique is going to be number one. We also have Labordier as well in this team, and we are going to continue our grind for the reviews, and hopefully we can get ourselves a Neymar or Mbappe during the course of this week. That is always what we're searching for. We did a massive kind of like showdown, myself and Nannik, another content creator, in the upgrade packs last year. Unfortunately it's not going to happen this year, I don't think, but we can obviously provide more next year. I feel like this year we've kind of, well, personally myself, have not been as prepared for Team of the Season as what I would have liked to, but we have got Henrique here. He is a 88 rated left back. He's come from a 68 rated rare left back. Was he a left back? Yeah, from a left back, and obviously the freestyle left-footed, medium with no traits and great acceleration. Obviously, stamina's good, strength is absolutely appalling. Even with the plus 10, it only takes it to 80. Defensively, what did we turn him into? 93. To be honest, how much is he? 66k on the first day. I'm not expecting too much from him. I'm expecting a solid player, but nothing really something that you can get your teeth into. Obviously, we've got decent composure, ball control's nice, reaction's not as good, agility balance is brilliant, got great passing on him. I feel like he is going to be more of a wing back, which obviously is what he comes as, a left wing back, which I can see. He's going to be more focused on going forward than he is necessarily on his defensive stuff. Great jumping as well for, what, 5'11"? 5'11"? He doesn't look awful. Obviously, he's going to be more of a cheap rated, if anything. So let's jump into Henrique and see what he's all about. Henrique. Ooh, tackled straight away from Way. Henrique seeing it out. Lovely little dribbling past Coman. It's a nice little pass into Simon, but unfortunately, we have got Sambia on the case. It's a lovely ball into Simon. Gonna whip that ball in. It's not gonna go to Mbappe, which I don't understand. He was necessarily the one that I wanted. Henrique putting that pressure on already. That's what you want to see from him. Using that left wing back role. Can we keep the ball? What is that? Barella's gonna take him completely for the run there, but we are gonna win it back. Fair enough to him. Into Mbappe. He's gonna go for that turn, and that's got to be number one. Thank you very much, Henrique. What can we find? We've got Atal and Dagba coming in. That's a lovely pass forward. Not really much we can do in terms of Henrique there. We do manage to get it back to him though. The pace does seem quite nice on him, to be fair to him. I will give him that. He does seem quite an acceleration sort of player, which obviously was what he looked like in the stats. That is poor from myself. We completely sold him in there. See what we can do in terms of covering him. He is back in position now. Got a little bit of a dribbler on the go. Feels very, very nice on that turn though. That's always a good one, especially when people are ducking and weaving how they were then. You can then kind of not necessarily evade it, but it makes it a lot easier when being able to kind of turn quite quickly. Otherwise, you're kind of just chasing it, to be fair to him. That is poor pass from me. Henrique is going the same way, all with Atal. Atal is not necessarily getting away from him, but that is a lovely pass inside, and De Siglio is going to have to deal with it, or Florenzi. I don't know which one it is. Henrique got him attacking. Okay, going absolutely nowhere with that. So far, I'm a little bit impressed with Henrique. Not really to the point where I think he's going to outshine any of the really top left backs, but definitely can put his put his name on something, if anything. I feel like he's kind of, like I say, his wing back play is going to be absolutely fantastic. His passing has not been wrong yet, so obviously that's a really big stat to have. Plus, like I say, this sort of stuff going back. Post. Oh, Labordier, you need to be burying that one. But like I say, his kind of wing play stuff is absolutely fantastic. Really puts the pressure on the defenders when attacking, just because you've kind of got that extra option. And obviously the pace side of stuff is really good for him. Like I say, his acceleration is absolutely exceptional. Maybe his sprint speed after so long isn't as great, but to start off with, you can't really complain with, and especially seeing as though he is 60k on day one, and I emphasize day one already. That is just nuts to think that somebody who's literally came out less than, what, 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago, is almost at kind of like their, not even their lowest yet, but they're already pretty much down there. Henrique watching the attacker and quelling the danger very, very quickly. That is what you want to see from your left wing back, and we see him running forward already. That's the high work rate coming into play, or the attacking work rate coming into play. Ronaldo's going to find it back to him, going to go back post, try and get that header, and unfortunately it was a miss. And again, Henrique finds himself on the ball more than anybody that I've used at the minute at left back. Oh, that's a poor pass from myself. Manages to find himself through. Henrique is going to come in and save that day, though. Henrique comes in with a challenge and manages to win it. It's a shame that he doesn't have 4-star. 4-star, to be honest. I think that really could put him up a pedal, even with the kind of stats that he has. He seems so attacking. You could literally probably play him at left mid. Ah, that's a poor ball from myself. Should have aimed myself that a little bit tighter to get that cross across. And again, honestly, it's not even if we're forcing it with him, like kind of bringing him all the way down here, maybe a little bit forced. But in terms of, oh my God, I thought that was going to be a header. In terms of kind of like actually putting him forward, he's doing it himself. Henrique is going to find Simon down the wing. Going to go with a 1-2 with Payet. Can we find Payet down the wing this time? Can we find anybody in the middle? Labordier's coming in. What can we find from him? Right foot finesse, and it's just not quick enough from the French striker. Henrique again pushing down. This is what we want to see from him. Unfortunately, Simon is not going to be able to capitalise on this one just yet. Henrique with the block, but doesn't manage to win it completely back. Henrique. Oh, Henrique's just left. I'm assuming team of the season, De Jong. Just absolutely mincemeat him right to the edge of the box, and that's something you just cannot have happen in FUT Champs. Maybe the kind of move with him there would have been to press B, but most left backs would have been able to hang on. It's not as if Frankie is the most physical player on the pitch. So then going into the overall for Henrique, honestly, not terrible. I really went into this thinking he's a little bit awful in terms of kind of like what we've actually been using with Davies, with obviously Theo Hernandez. Oh, what a card he was. With them types of left backs, he doesn't compare, and he doesn't, like, regardless of what I say, he doesn't compare to them in terms of their stats are just as insane. But even better, like the defending is 90 plus, physical is 90 plus, dribbling is 90, but everything is 90 plus. Literally, bar from shooting being 80 something. For me, I think this guy is very, very good on that attack. Him attacking is absolutely class. He really puts in a shift. I actually really liked going with the overlaps. So potentially, if you are using a 5 at the back in a Ligue 1 squad, this could be your guy, genuinely. He is only, what, 23 years old. Only been in the game 1 year prior to this. Oh, in fact, it wasn't even prior to this. FIFA 17, he was in the game for Atletico. And then I'm guessing either he was at a team that wasn't in FIFA, or obviously he wasn't necessarily signed to anybody. It's a potential, but he is at Monaco now on FIFA 21. Managed to get a 68 rated rare to start with. Now he's got an 88. It's a lovely 20 plus increase, and as you can tell from the stats, we've got 21, we've got 20s on everything. 35 increase on his physical. Absolutely sensational stuff right there. We did go with the anchor, which gives him 96 pace, 93 defending, and 88 physicals, as you can see. And I think that is kind of the best kind of both worlds, really, because going forwards, his crossing, his pace really puts in a blinding ball and really can do it. So overall, I'm going to give him an 8.6 out of 10 in comparison to all of the left backs we played with. Obviously, he's on the lower scale, but definitely as attacking, he isn't awful. But hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you hit the bell button as well for the notifications whenever we go live, whenever we do a video. Keep yourself in that loop, and I'll see you all for the next one. Pieces. Henrique is going to see Simon. Is he onside? Big ball over. Mbappe's not going to get there either.